Hi, this is Pastor Steve Yelly coming to you again from the Evangelical Free Church here in sunny, hot, and humid Des Plaines, Illinois. Got nothing to complain about though, because by God's grace we were spared any harm from the riots and things like that. So we are so grateful to God for that. And please join me in continuing to pray for everybody affected by the great racial tension and all the other problems that are plaguing our country. I want to share with you a couple of Psalms today for your encouragement. We are going to read two entire Psalms right now, but I think once you hear them, you'll understand it's no problem to read two Psalms here in one sitting for you, and I think they'll be an encouragement for you. They sure are to me today. Psalms 133 and 134 from the English Standard Version. A Song of Ascents. Oh, by the way, I'm not preaching, but that's a temptation for a preacher. But a Song of Ascents means that these were Psalms that people would recite as they were making their way to worship at the temple in Jerusalem. What I am so excited about these Psalms is that I'm sharing these with you today as we are resuming our public worship this coming Sunday. So what an appropriate time to be sharing some Psalms of Ascent with you. And I think that's just great. So these are songs of ascent from David. He says, "Behold, how good and pleasant it is when brothers dwell in unity. It is like precious oil on the head, running down on the beard of Aaron, running down on the collar of his robes. It is like the dew of Hermon, which falls on the mountains of Zion. For there the Lord has commanded the blessing, life forevermore. Come, bless the Lord, all you servants of the Lord, who stand by night in the house of the Lord. Lift up your hands to the holy place and bless the Lord. May the Lord bless you from Zion, he who made the heaven and earth." And I'll add an amen to that. What a great couple of Psalms. Yes, they're short, but how appropriate they are to share and to meditate on as we get ready to come back together as a congregation for public worship this Sunday, June 7th at 10:45 in the morning. The Bible passage we're looking at, by God's grace and sovereignty entirely, but it's also a perfect one, I think, for the first Sunday we're able to gather together for worship since March, since this pandemic hit us. And it is Philippians 2:12-18. And the title of the message is How to Be Real. How to Be Real. If you're like me, one thing that really frustrates you are Christians who are Christians mainly just in name. They call themselves Christian, but their lives do not reflect the character and the behavior of Christ hardly at all. In fact, if you look at their lives, they don't look really any different than the life of the unsaved person. And so, of course, that's hypocrisy, and it's a sad thing, but it's way too common. And in this passage we're looking at this Sunday, Philippians 2:12-18, Paul is teaching how Christians should live in their daily lives in light of the magnificent description of Christ's incarnation that he just finished talking about. And so Jesus is our example. And the focus of this passage is not so much about individual salvation. It's about how we live out the implications of Christ's incarnation and him living in us in community with everyone else. How we are to live out the Christian life. How to be real. And you could add the word real Christians, but I'm just keeping it short, saying this is about how to be real. How we should live the Christian life. What an important topic for us to consider, an important passage to look at as we come back together as a congregation, in person, face to face, or maybe I should say face mask to face mask, as we're asking people to wear face masks to be safe from this virus. Well, I can't take credit for planning to be on this passage on this Sunday. That's all in the sovereignty of God, but I'm praising Him for it today, and I invite you to do that as well. Now, I understand some of you will not be able to join us live because some of you are living in places they won't let you leave. You're practically under house arrest because of the fear of this virus. We get that. We understand that. Some of you can't come because you're afraid of catching this virus. We understand that as well. My own wife was advised by her doctor because of her asthma not to come out and join us in worship. I'm really bummed about that, but that's what her doctor said, and she's going to follow that advice. So we understand that's where some of you are at. But those of you, if you're free, if you're available to come out, we hope you will. In just a moment, I'm going to take my computer out of my makeshift recording studio here with my lighting and a non-distracting background that I've been using for these past few months. But I'm going to pick up my laptop and walk out into the sanctuary just to show you how we have the sanctuary reconfigured. If you're viewing this and you're in our local area and you can come, I want you to see in advance what it looks like and how we've arranged it to keep proper social distancing. And by the way, we bought a medical grade infrared thermometer. We'll be checking the temperature of everybody who comes in the building, including me. We got it this week, and some of you know I love gadgets, and I've been having fun checking the temperature of everybody who comes here to the building, and this thing works great, and it actually will sound an alarm if someone's temperature is where it shouldn't be. And so it's really a nice thing to help keep you all safe. That's our goal. And we've got hand sanitizer. We're having communion this Sunday, and we've got a way of doing that that will be safe. You won't be having the opportunity to touch the matzah for anybody else, and of course the juice will be in separate cups that will be spaced, and so that's going to be safe. So we've tried to take every human precaution we can, but that's so you can still come and worship here in this beautiful, clean building, and it's going to be great. We're so looking forward to it. But we still do plan on live streaming our service this Sunday on YouTube Live. We've had to set it up completely differently, add a lot of equipment. And so this will be the first time we're trying this, a new setup, a new camera, new computer, new software, all this. But the sound should be much better because now we're able to tap into our sound system that we've had in the building and we couldn't use up till now. And so things should be a whole lot different and hopefully a whole lot better this Sunday, especially for the music and the worship part of it. And so thank you for hanging in there with us when we were doing the best we could to get by. But now I've been working all week on upgrading our system, and I tested it 3 times yesterday, and it worked. So hopefully 3 is a charm, and it will work for Sunday, Lord willing, if the technology works for us the way it tested out this week. So God bless you. But now I'm going to take you into the sanctuary. And so don't mind, the video is going to be a little bit jiggly here. As take up your bed and walk. Now let's take up my laptop and move out into the sanctuary. And I'll just turn the camera around so that you can see how we've got the pews arranged. And so we'll have communion up on the table up there. You'll all come up and get your communion. We won't be passing it. And we've got the pews there, Steve. And you'll be well over, I think, 6 feet from your person to the person in front of you, and that should really give us social distancing. And of course, you can sit horizontally as far apart from someone else if you want to as well. And we'll be videotaping this from the camera over there, a tripod you see it, and which has a great zoom lens on it. And so for my screen, hopefully that will work well. But again, the sound will be much better this week because I'm able to use our sound system feeding right into the new computer we just installed this week as well. So that's my video for this week. And thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate all your comments and your encouragement. And I'm going to sign off now, but I want to say God bless you. And I sure hope I can see you in person this Sunday. But if not, we'll look forward to seeing you on YouTube Live on the Evangelical Free Church of Des Plaines channel on YouTube Live. Same location as always. God bless you.